Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our All Your Trade Are Belong to Us campaign in Europa Universalis IV. See, look at that! Oh, did you see that? Did you hear that? I almost said Crusader Kings 2. I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back to that point where I don't know what I'm playing, no matter what it is. I don't have a pre-programmed response. Just try to... Well, I do have a pre-programmed response. It's just usually wrong, because it's not what I'm playing. Anyway, as you can probably tell, I've been playing a little bit of Crusader Kings 2, and it was quite fun. No, Naples. No. No. Steel, no. It's my land. Why do you always ask when I load the game up, huh? So, that's right. We were at peace. We were doing stuff and things. We already did this war. Yes, okay, I remember this. We took a bunch of this land over here. How's revolt risk look? 15%. That's pretty bad. Do we have the thing in it? Wow. Why is it so high? That seems very high. Separatism 15, and I think it's going to update down to... There we go. Okay, so apparently when you load the game up, Separatism just takes the number of years remaining and displays that number, and then as soon as it takes 1 month, it adds up and tallies up all of your minus years of Separatism modifiers, like from, say, humanist ideas right here, and then from our policy right here, and then it applies those all apparently on the monthly tick, which is why it suddenly went from 15 down to that. Also, our constitutional republic, constitutional monarchy. So we have minus 20 years of separatism, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, so we're going to core these things. We're going to continue to try to conquer stuff as quickly as we can before these guys try to westernize, because I really don't want them to westernize. Also, I feel like I should have another navy somewhere. Should I not? I have a lot of armies. I think we're pretty much to the point where we don't need to have armies on all the time. You know, I'm tempted, kind of tempted to buy a 4K monitor, but I'm very concerned about the lack of user scale, like interface scalability in Paradox titles. I think I may have mentioned this once before already, but like I'd really like to try doing the 4K monitor thing. But I just don't think it'd go well. You know? Paradox has a tendency to make these interfaces that are clean and crisp and look great. But for some reason, instead of using like floating, I don't know the technical terms because I'm not a coder, but I can explain it in layman's terms and hopefully you know what I mean. They don't use like floating point reference boxes or something. You know, like when they say put a box from here to here, they literally like spell out in the code like, you know, X position this, Y position this, to X position this, Y position to this is the box. Instead of saying this is a box, and you can like slide it and scale it and move it and do all that stuff, it's just this is a box. And so it doesn't lend itself well when you upgrade to like a bigger monitor. All of a sudden that box is at the same XY position, but XY is much smaller in a bigger monitor, and so then you can't see anything. So it's this annoying problem they've had in pretty much every single title they've released in the last few years. Even this one, EU4, is you know, released in like what, 2012, 13, somewhere around there, and it, I know. Do we need this fort anymore? We've got a fort there, there, and there. I don't think we need Cuneo. I'm a big fan of... No! Don't upgrade it! What the hell are you crazy bat? Delete it. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, we got the order to destroy it, right? No, we decided to build it bigger. No, that's wrong. So I'm sure there's a number of people who are rather upset with me for not having killed off... Oh, God, we have a Regency Council, that's right. That we need to kill off the remainder of Castile. Like, obviously we should do that. But on the other hand, we can get a lot more land overseas if we conquer stuff that's far away. You know what would also be really swell? Is if we had minus coring costs so we could have faster coring. That would be quite nice. What else can we do about this whole mercantilism thing? Man, forming Italy was like a really crappy mistake in this campaign. And not really because forming Italy was a bad idea in general, but just because we got so hosed on the ideas. Like, okay, I'd rather be Genoa and have Genoese events and missions, or be Italy and have minus scoring costs and plus combat ability and, you know, all the cool things that are to do with... I have the worst of both worlds is what I have right now. Are we integrating you yet? We should be. Why aren't we? You need to go away, Gain. And we're going to keep the Papal State around. We should probably check on relationship just to make sure that nothing's changed. They're still at 200. It's pretty good. We could improve with them for a bit. We can invest in a new idea. Or, yes, we can invest in a new idea. Improved maneuver. I like it. And yeah, I had taken that exchange of ideas policy, which is quite nice. So from now on, our generals will have even more maneuver than before, which is nice. More mercantilism. Knocking out 10 per year, so let's see. If we just did nothing but papal influence from papal influence generation, we could do once every 10 years we get one thing, and we've got about, what would that be? About 114 years remaining, so that's 14, 100, it'd be 11 more mercantilism just from papal influence generation. So that's not quite enough. We need another like 10, so we got to do some conquering, and also I probably don't want to play till 1821. I'd rather just get this achievement and call it good. Call it good. Good. Land leader shock and yearly army tradition. That seems pretty solid. On the other hand, by not doing that, we can get this idea group done faster. 36,000 ducats. Fine, Portugal. I'll give you military access only because I think that you're a nice guy. I still want to attack you. How long is this Regency Council? Oh god, 7 more years? And in the meantime, we get a 200 Regency Council? I hate Regencies. Lose stability or lose money? Alright, we're gonna go on speed 5 because there's nothing I can do. I can't do war. So, yeah. I guess we're integrating Guyane. Trade company trouble. I cannot declare war, so... I can't help them. We have a free merchant. Might be from one of the trade companies that I created. Well, there's something we can spend a little bit of time on then. Where do we want to put him? We don't have a guy collecting trade from here right now. We have 99% control, though. We could make another, like, 10 ducats a month. Why do I even care? I don't need money. Whatever. I could be fabricating claims in preparation for another war, but I want to attack people who are far away. Let's see. I mean, would it make sense to fabricate claims over here just so that we can... just so that we can core faster? And on the off chance that we actually have a little bit of war exhaustion? To offset the increased cost from the war exhaustion? I mean, it would reduce coring speed by 10%. Which isn't really that big of a deal. Base coring time is like, what, 36 months, I believe? So it'd save us 3 or 4 months for every claim that we actually take. I could focus on the army for a bit. We could train another, looks like 50,000 troops or so. I don't know where we need them. Maybe in this general area. We could use some more against Persia, or a couple more down here near Kilwa. Sure, why not? France has won a war. We can't have them doing that. No. No French are allowed to win wars. We have the Liguri separatists over in Nakhon Si Thamar. No. It's actually the Malaccan separatists. Down here. Our colony, Italian Canada, declared war on Abenaki. Good job! So proud of you. What about this one? Why don't you attack Haiti? Or maybe the Netherlands? Can I instruct you to do that? No. No. Just gotta let the game run. Gotta let the cores finish. Start converting them. We want to become Defender of the Faith again. We're gonna do some technology. We are gonna do some technology. Let's do the technology before we do that. Trade efficiency and ahead of time bonus, more money. Better boat, and access to the dry dock. Well, hey, something to spend money on. So the dry dock, indeed. So if it costs about 200, I want it. About 200, or it has that darker color. Sometimes I can't tell because, well, it's not really that big of a difference in color. That'll give us a fair bit of extra force limit. And grand shipyards. How do they improve? You just really just reduce ship cost and increase the speed. Is that really worth it? It's kind of questionable. I think more boats is fun. Or we could do like trade companies. Those are cool. Distant overseas trade companies? Those are definitely questionable. But you know what? I don't want to sit around with like 50,000 ducats, so I guess we'll just buy whatever the hell we can. You know, it's still something. Of the most prosperous country in the world. Next. I understand that there's certain, like, there are different types of manufactory, right? So you can't just have a single manufactory that can apply to every province, because then they want certain trade goods to only have manufactories unlocked at certain years. But why can't you just make it so that, like, the wow, I spent all my money. Why can't you make it so, like, the manufactory is tied to the trade good? Instead of having like 5 different types of trade good requiring you to go through 5 different times, why not just have one manufactory and then make the unlock requirement tied to the trade good? So, you know, if it's a grain trade good, you need tech this in order to click the button, and then that way you can just have one type. Just seems like it'd be a lot easier to me at least. Hey, the cores are done. European traders in China. With a sizable contingent of European traders in China, the demand for Chinese porcelain has skyrocketed. The Chinese porcelain is demanded by all in Europe, and the Chinese only accept silver or gold as payment. I gain 20 prestige and the price of Chinaware goes up till the end of the game. Do we own some Chinaware over here? We have a tiny bit. Chinaware is at 3 ducats, and now it's going to be at 4.5. Cool. Very well. Let's get this land converted then. Wrong button. Ah! Do we want to become Defender of the Faith? Oh, you apparently cannot do that if you have a Regency Council. Now we're now trading in copper. Very well. We're also trading in spices. Is there anything we're not trading in? Form an alliance with Salzburg for Diplo Rep. Remove Switzerland from the map. Incorporate Guyenne. I'll go for an alliance with Salzburg, sure. I don't really see a huge issue with that. That'll help me integrate Guyenne a little bit quicker. Cardinal in administration. Yearly papal influence, by all means. Who's the prestige? No to you, and this is a temporary arrangement. We should rely more on trade income. That's very difficult to do. Make the Livonian Order like us for some monarch points. We can do that. We are at 5 out of 4 relationship slots because we have military access to the Timurids. So that integration then of Guyenne is clipping along at what kind of speed here? Should be a little bit better now. 6 per month, that's pretty cool. Imperialism on Ryukyu. Very well. Looks like we need to focus on a different monarch point again. Relentless Drill. Ooh, that is good. That is a good pulse event right there. Alright, we can change this again in 1713. 4 years left on the Regency Council. Regency Council ends on July 11th. It's my mom's birthday. 7/11. Very easy to remember. Thank you, Mom, for having a birthday on the same date as a fancy, not so fancy, I guess, but a, you know, pretty popular convenience store type thing. I don't really feel like doing claims right now. Where did I put my boats? Also, did those docks finish? I think they did. They must have. Yeah, force limit went up, but not by a huge amount. There's another 60 boats. And these 20 are supposed to be, what, transports? Okay. Where are my boats? I've got 284 light ships up here that are suffering damage. There are also a lot of like wrong types of ships, so let's just go upgrade those. Get them all fixed up. Schnazzy. $5,000 ducats to upgrade. Well, I'm just gonna ignore them for now. I don't really even care about the money that much. But eventually, they'll get they'll get better, and we'll set them up there. Guyene will be gone. Looks like about the same time that we finish this war, or this Regency Council rather. Regency Council, man, it's like war. How much are we making a month right now? Only 100. I suppose we could, you know, make a little bit more by lowering maintenance while we're waiting around. The forts are fairly cheap. Inflation seems relatively fine. I did spend 30,000 gold on stuff, so... let's see. I want to try something. We already have tons of control here and here. There's an easier way to do this, I think, in the ledger, but I'm scared of this page because it's crashed my game before. I don't know why, so I'm going to just save it just in case. Of course, we're on Iron Man mode, so I guess there's not that much to worry about, but we want to look at, like, the total trade value of a node. Genoa, English Channel, Lübeck. Yeah, so like Lübeck might make sense to actually send some boats up to so that we can force the trade to come out. 46 in there, only 4.8 coming out. Baltic Sea, same thing, 42 ducats up there. Bengal, Malacca. Bengal. I wonder if we can actually... We should totally be able to reach boats out there. No real guarantee it's going to go in the right direction, but... Yeah, a lot of money's getting drained by Persia right now. So Bengal would be tricky without having extra merchants. I think I'd probably just rather send some boats into Lübeck. Let's try it out. HIJKL. Can we not send boats that far? Awesome. What about these ones? Is it because they're not close enough? Nope. Is the Lübeck node just actually out of my range? It's not, so why can't I... Do I need to actually put a merchant there? Damn it. the guy who's currently in Genoa. Go up there. Maybe that'll make a difference. We'll see. There goes our quartermaster. Yeah, I guess we can stick with a slightly cheaper guy right now since I am trying to upgrade a lot of ships and stuff. Lubeck. There we go. Still need 1,200 gold. Alright, well I'm going to take a break here, and in the next video I expect we'll finally be done with our silly, silly Regency Council. So thanks for watching everyone, see you soon.